Part of the vision of IKF was beyond bricks and mortar. We wanted to create a model of sustained and sustainable development which actually improved the lives of the people.
हमारे पाकिस्तान में यूनिक एरियाज हैं जो दुनिया में और जगह नहीं है। यानी पाकिस्तान की एक हकीकत जो लोगों को नहीं पता कि सबसे ऊपर सबसे हाइट से समुंदर तक सबसे स्टीप ग्रेडियंट है। तो एल्पाइन फीचर से लेके डेजर्ट और समुंदर का जो क्लाइमेट है वो सब कुछ पाकिस्तान में।
Join us now as we embark on a journey through Pakistan, the IKF's journey, where you will meet the most resilient people, the most beautiful landscapes, and the most diverse cultures.
Our voyage begins in the foothills of the Hindu Kush Mountains. It is almost March, and while spring has arrived in most parts of Pakistan, high altitude areas in Swat remain under a blanket of snow. Malam Jabba, perched high above the valley floor at over 8,500 feet, is the site of Pakistan's only ski resort. Unfortunately for tourists, the resort was burned down in 2008. Even worse for the locals who relied heavily on it for employment, it now sits buried under 40 feet of snow. It is not all doom and gloom though. The dearth of tourists offers the local youth an opportunity to enjoy the ski slopes for themselves. "30 kilometers away, some 2,000 feet lower in the Union Council of Bahrain, an IKF team is making its way up to the mountain village of Langankar. Here, the snow melt is underway, yet the weather remains piercingly cold.
First access point to the microhydel is blocked by snow. So as a secondary measure, we are going to traverse this little rock and hopefully it should be fine. But it's 4 o'clock in the evening. We have an hour of sunlight left, or light for what it's worth, and we need to get to the microhydel. The microhydel generates approximately 30 kilowatts of power. From this, the 100-odd households here in this village can power 5 to 6 energy savers. They can use an iron, and basically they have light.
In the cities, we take electricity for granted. These villages in Swat have never had it.
IKF इस तरह बनाया गया, मकसद उसका ये था इमीडिएट हेल्प प्रोवाइड करना। फिर ये मकसद था कि उन लोगों को रिहेबिलिटेट करना, मसलन जिनकी फसलें बह गई थी, बीज नहीं थे, उनको बीज पहुँचाना, फिर जिधर हो सके उनके लिए घर बनाना, क्योंकि घर बह गए थे।
Our focus in Swat has been in the villages of Kandil, Ariana and Damana. कितने खानदान वाले रहते हैं आपके साथ यहाँ पर?
ये मैं और मेरे 2 बेटे हैं।
और बीवी बच्चे सब मिला के
सब
कितने
हाँ,
लोग रहते हैं इस जगह में?
तकरीबन 8 आदमी।
8 आदमी। 8 people live in this place. Very nice. Good. Our success in this beautiful yet challenging environment can be attributed in no small part to the industrious residents of these villages.
ये कमरा जो है EIKF वालों ने बनाया हुआ है, साथ वो कमरा IKF वालों ने बनाया, वो कमरा IKF ने बनाया। हर कमरे में एक वॉशरूम है। ये बारक मैंने अपनी तरफ से
The
बनाया।
donations of land from local residents for the construction of community centers are a testament to their dedication to the social uplift of their own communities.
हमारा कम्युनिटी के बीच में शेर है, कुछ पत्थर हमने कम्युनिटी डाला है, ये लकड़ा हमने कम्युनिटी डाला है, और उसमें जो बुझाने का खुदाई है ये हमने कम्युनिटी ने कर दिया। ये जो स्तून आपको नज़र आया, मेरे ख्याल में गांव में जो आदमी किसी ने घर बनाया था इतना सीरियस में नहीं होता कि जिस इसमें है। IKF के नुमाइंदे हर टाइम आते थे, इसके मुआयना करते थे कि ये बराबर है, इसमें सरिया बराबर है, सीमेंट किया है, ये लेबॉर्ट्री के टेस्ट करते थे। तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ज़िंदगी के सारी ज़रूरत इसमें पूरा है, हमें कोई भी तकलीफ नहीं है।
At the southern end of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in the district of Dera Ismail Khan, spring looks and feels a bit different. Mustard plants are in full bloom. Here, the IKF has intervened on behalf of almost 200 families in the 3 villages of Jokisar, Jok Dareli, and Jok Qureshi. Situated on the banks of the Indus River, and like most of the areas in which we work, the residents here face flooding almost every monsoon season. In the past, their homes have been washed away, though not anymore.
ये जो पहले है जो हैं जो सैलाब जो हैं तो सारे गिर गए हैं ना, मकान कुछ भी नहीं रहा। जो मेहरबानी की इमरान खान ने तो सारे को बड़े बड़े समय मकान लेते हैं, बड़े समय असा खुशबाश आए, अल्लाह बच्चा की हियाती करे, असा चंगे हैं था पाए।
Their new houses are not just flood resistant like the homes built in Sawat, they are able to withstand moderate earthquakes as well.
हम काफ़ी खुश हैं, पर लोगों को तकरीबन 290 या 91 मकानात जो हैं घर मिले हैं लोगों को। हम इसका तस्वुर भी नहीं कर सकते थे, क्योंकि यहाँ पूछने वाला तो कोई है नहीं। चलो ये बहुत बड़ी बात है कि इतनी बड़ी आबादी मतलब है कि लोगों को मकानात मिले हैं, या तो हमारा भी कुछ दिल जो है मुतमईन हुआ कि चलो शुक्र है कोई पूछने वाला तो है।
A stone's throw from our villages in Dera Ismail Khan stands Namal College in the neighboring district of Miawali. There can be no meaningful development process without education. A beacon of light, perhaps one day the children of the IKF villages in Dera Ismail Khan may pursue a degree here. The gateway to South Punjab is Multan, one of the oldest inhabited cities in Pakistan. The City of Saints, as it is otherwise known, is a deeply spiritual place. Built over 1,000 years ago in honor of Rukn Alam, this shrine is to this day visited by over 100,000 people annually. A hop, skip and a jump away from Multan is the Tonsa Barrage. Nearby are the IKF villages in the district of Muzaffargarh. The IKF has adopted an integrated approach to village development, one that preserves the dignity and culture of rural life, yet simultaneously improves on its quality. In keeping with this idea, basic village infrastructure like roads and drains have been upgraded. These villages are now neater and cleaner than some of the most affluent communities in Pakistan's urban centers.
यहाँ मुख्तलिफ़ किस्म के पहाड़ हैं, रेंजेस मुख्तलिफ हैं, उनके मौसम मुख्तलिफ हैं, उनकी जियोलॉजी मुख्तलिफ है, वहाँ जानवर मुख्तलिफ हैं। इधर जाना इसलिए ज़रूरी है कि उसको प्रिजर्व करना, क्योंकि हम बड़ी तेज़ी से अपनी एनवायरनमेंट को तबाह कर रहे हैं।
To the west of Muzaffargarh is the geographically diverse district of Dera Ghazi Khan. Nestled atop the Koh-e-Suleiman mountain range at 6,500 feet, the Punjab-Balochistan border town of Fort Monroe remains bitterly cold and largely uninhabited in March. In the park at the highest point in the town, remnants remain of an era long gone.
इसका पत्थर निकालो, ये स्टोन।
The taste of the traditionally prepared Balochi Saji is nothing less than legendary, as is the hospitality of the Baloch tribes inhabiting this mountainous area. Almost 100 kilometers away, at the eastern end of the district, along the east bank of the Indus River, the winter has clearly given way to spring. The houses built here were among the last to be sanctioned by the IKF, yet they've taken the shortest time to complete. From start to finish, 350 houses, the accompanying bathrooms and upgraded roads have taken just 9 months. As is often the case, the poorest people also tend to be exploited by the landed elites. When this exploitation is combined with the donor-driven agendas that define development work in Pakistan, it sometimes creates an unhealthy combination of laziness and distrust of humanitarian organizations.